You open your phone and it hits you immediately. Someone you know is drinking cocktails on a rooftop in Miami. Another just picked up a brand new electric car. Someone else is posting before and after shots of their kitchen renovation. And then there's you, standing in the grocery store, doing mental math before putting something extra in the cart. At some point, a question starts forming in your head. How is everyone else affording this? And why does it feel like you're the only one struggling to keep things together? Here's the part nobody tells you. Most of what you're seeing isn't wealth. It's optics. And once you understand the numbers behind it, that feeling of being behind starts to disappear. Let's start with the most obvious status symbol, the house. Drive through almost any middle-class neighborhood and you'll see it. Large homes, clean lawns, expensive SUVs, smart doorbells, solar panels. From the outside, it looks like success. But financially? Many of those homes are pressure cookers. Right now, the typical home price in the US is around $400,000. Very few buyers are putting 20% down. Most are putting down 3 to 5%, sometimes even less. That means they're borrowing almost the entire cost. At current interest rates, that turns into a monthly mortgage payment that can easily pass $2,500. Once you add taxes, insurance, and fees, $3,000 a month isn't unusual. Now compare that to the median income, roughly $60,000 a year. That's about $5,000 a month before taxes. So more than half of their income is going straight to housing. That's not financial freedom. That's financial fragility. And the house is just the beginning. Let's look at the driveway. New cars create one of the biggest illusions of success in modern life. In reality, they're often long-term commitments disguised as short-term flexes. The average new car payment today is well over $700 a month. For SUVs and trucks, it's often closer to $1,000. Loans are stretched out for 6 or 7 years, sometimes longer. By the time you add insurance, fuel, and upkeep, that nice car can quietly cost over $1,200 every single month. Combine that with a stretched mortgage and suddenly someone earning an average income is spending more than they make, before groceries, utilities, or emergencies even enter the picture. So how do people keep it up? Debt, help, timing, and selective visibility. A huge number of young adults are living with their parents, not because they're failing, but because it eliminates the biggest expense in life, housing. Without rent, bills, or groceries, their disposable income skyrockets. Others receive regular financial help from family. Car payments, rent support, insurance, phone bills. It's more common than people admit, and almost never mentioned publicly. Then there's compression. You see a vacation photo in January, a new car in March, a home project in July. On social media, it looks like constant luxury. In reality, those events may be spaced out over years, or financed. And here's the kicker. Even people who look established often aren't sitting on much actual money. Most household net worth is tied up in homes. Cash and liquid investments? Much smaller than you'd expect. Many people in their peak earning years still couldn't handle a major surprise expense without stress. So when you feel like everyone around you is winning, you're not seeing the full picture. You're seeing highlights without context. Psychologically, this messes with us because humans are wired to compare. But comparison used to be local. Now it's global, curated, and constant. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes reality to someone else's edited front stage. That's a rigged game. Here's something that might surprise you. If you're saving even a little, avoiding high-interest debt, and thinking long-term, you're already ahead of a massive percentage of people, even if it doesn't look like it. Real progress is invisible. No one posts about paying off a credit card. No one flexes their emergency fund. No one gets likes for driving a paid-off car. But those choices compound. Looking rich burns money. Becoming financially secure builds it. That doesn't mean never enjoying life. It means being intentional instead of performative. Spending for value, not validation. The quiet path isn't glamorous. It won't impress strangers. But it works. The people who actually end up financially free are rarely the loudest. They're the ones who stopped caring what others think, lived below their means, and let time do its job. So the next time you feel behind, remember this: you're not losing. You're just not playing the illusion game, and that might be the smartest financial decision you ever make.